Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to cilinixfxcapital and welcome to your daily update on XRP and Ripple. We're back with a full update the day before the FOMC meeting we have tomorrow, which is going to be quite major, or at least historically, it's quite volatile. It's almost completely certain what we are going to get in terms of a result. So we are going to get a rate cut. At least it seems like right now, right? I mean, it has about a 90% probability on FedWatch. FedWatch is usually correct. With their probabilities, if you go back in the past 2 years, I think every time they've been correct, and what has the highest probability usually happens. So I expect a rate hike, or my apologies, rate cut. Of course, not a rate hike. But there's always a little bit of uncertainty associated with this, with an event like this. And therefore, you know, getting some de-risking or getting some bearish pressure ahead of that is always still a possibility. That's also what I told you yesterday. That was quite likely, even though XRP was pushing up high, or at least was pushing up higher yesterday morning, found resistance at the 7-day rolling VWAP, found resistance at the 4-hour trend, and we started to push down lower. Now, there's nothing wrong with this. I mean, it's also very indecisive. You can see a lot of big wicks to the upside, to the downside. Like it's buyers and sellers are really trying to price in this interest rate decision into XRP right here, and they're trying to price in some sort of a fair value, but that's obviously not going to happen until tomorrow and Thursday. So we'll have to wait for that. But generally on the higher time frames, XRP is actually looking pretty good. I'll show you that in a moment, but first I wanted to look at some order flow business. Yeah, the order flow is not bad. I mean, the open interest has dropped down significantly. XRP is anything but over leveraged. You can actually see that the CVD is moving up right here. This is not amazing because you can actually see that the CVD, like I said, futures is moving up. And then the price in the last 1.5 days or something is oh no, this is open interest. My apologies. Wow. Good morning. No, it's fine. I mean, you can see there's decent price action going on. I mean, there's no spot selling going on. There's not a lot of leverage in the markets, which I would prefer to see some leverage coming in. Yesterday morning during the Asian session, we actually did have some leverage coming in, but you can see those got out, both the longs and shorts. But ultimately, what's that leading to is that XRP is just incredibly quiet and flat, which is not strange. I mean, the market structure that XRP is in right now, if you look at the 12-hour time frame, but also if you zoom in, is a consolidation, right? So if we are in a consolidation, and if everything seems like a consolidation, expect the price to consolidate, and that's what we're doing right now. Volume is decreasing. We're having some volume spikes here and there, but not much. Like I said, leverage is very low. Funding rates were negative, not anymore, unfortunately. But they're also not extremely positive or anything. So generally, what I would expect is choppy market conditions. Okay, and with XRP, if we zoom in, which I will show you in a moment. Right here, if you zoom into XRP right here, what you'll be able to see is that we still have those imbalances right here. We have a, oh no, we tapped that week low, but we still have an older imbalance right here at 1.98 and 1.96. I think these are market circumstances where you should expect a move like that, right? So that's sitting just below the spike that we had on Sunday. I think it's quite likely we'll tap that, especially given the fact that we usually see de-risking going into the FOMC meeting, which is tomorrow. Obviously. So I would expect that, but generally I do think we'll be able to hold that. I think we'll be able to get a good bounce from there. And I think we'll be able to get some more bullish momentum into the 7-day rolling VWAP, and then eventually also into the 30-day rolling VWAP, which is confluent with the point of control, 200 EMA, and some older fair value gaps. And from there, we'll see again. I mean, ultimately, I do think we'll be able to break above that as well. But like I said, we're in a consolidation right now, and some I wouldn't say major, but some shifts fundamentally have to happen for me to say that I think we're going to break out above that. Getting there, fine. It's the top of the consolidation. Breaking out above that, maybe a little bit too much. But those are my thoughts for now. Thank you for watching, everybody. I'll be back with new videos over the course of today and tomorrow, of course. But for now, thank you for watching. Have a great day and bye.